Music Fusion is a music making organisation for young people in the Portsmouth, Fareham, Havant and Gosport area.
It's an outfit that's funded by the National Lottery through the Youth Music Action Zone, or YMAZ for short. Youth Music Action Zone, that says exactly what we do. You know, we create opportunities for young people using music.
We run a series of music making projects for all ages of young people, right from the very young, right up to 18 plus.
We offer ground floor music making projects which we run in the heart of young people's communities.
Some of them are what we call lounge projects, where we have a venue with professional musicians on hand. Young people just drop in and they can take part in a whole range of things. We try and give young people as much choice about what music they want to make as possible.
Our early years music making is to primarily train people who work with 0 to 3-year-olds to deliver music in their settings across the zone.
We also run a number of different projects. We've got a recording and rehearsal studio in the north of Portsmouth, and we also run a whole range of training and professional development seminars for music leaders. What young people want to do is key to a project. We no longer go in with a prescribed idea about what this music project is going to be. We simply identify an area, a group, where there is no provision existing already, and we give young people the choice as to what they want to do.
From the first phase, we learned that we needed to increase access, and so we talked to the young people and they told us that they wanted to be engaged in music in different ways, and we worked up this model of the lounge style of delivery, which is unique to Music Fusion and is about having this choice of music making genre.
You're definitely promoting it as being an evening. It's about music, but it's not so specific as being it's about bands, or it's about sort of dance music, or it's about R&B, or it's about pop, or it's about classical. It's just about getting people down.
Drop in and they can take part in trying out DJing, playing guitar, beatboxing, rapping, making music on computers. We try and give young people as much choice about what music they want to make as possible.
It's just getting people down, and then sort of the magic moments where you get comfortable with the music leaders, and that they then think, actually, well, I will kind of give it a go, you know. The numbers attending the lounge projects are very high.
Our early years music making is to train people who care for 0 to 3-year-olds, and they come along and participate in our early years music leader 0 to 3s accredited training programme. After about 6 to 8 weeks, they then go out back into their settings and deliver music that they've learned.
Our early years training programme hinges on creating new music leaders and giving carers of all young children and babies the skills that they need to become a music leader. Recently, our Guide to Music 0 to 3 book and CD, which accompanies our training course for that same age range, has been created, and that's a resource for everybody in the care of young children and babies aged 0 to 3, giving them songs, nursery rhymes, tips, activities, information about how music at a very early age can help enrich the development of these young people.
We support that with free loans on music boxes and advice sessions from trained professional music leaders. One
of the things we often find is once young people start making music, They want their music to be heard by others, and that's a fantastic thing. And so our radio show, which has been going since the beginning of 2006, is a fantastic way for young people to do that, to get their voice heard, talk about their music, talk about their influences, how they made their tunes. And the radio show, which goes out weekly on Express FM, is totally made by young people for young people and features a different young person's group every week.
It's a very flexible kind of show, really. We have all sorts of different angles and all sorts of different ways in which the radio shows come about. Quite often we can have situations where we're turning up to a youth club night whereby there's young people who have expressed an interest at the youth centre and recording a radio show. We've sometimes had young people making jingles with music technology, making their own Music Fusion jingles. We've had bands that we've gone specifically to interview and give them almost like their first radio experience. And then sometimes we even had a couple of people who've actually said, right, I want to present the whole show, I've got a plan in my head, I'm going to come down, I'm going to do a few reviews of some new albums, I'm going to talk about some gigs. I'm going to come with everything organised, I kind of know what tracks I want to play, and they're quite into radio, so they're almost kind of thinking about sort of maybe being a radio presenter. So, you know, it's always interesting for me, and I think it's hopefully interesting to people who listen, because it's never kind of the same thing every kind of week.
One of the other things that we're always trying to do is provide performance opportunities for young people. We've done a series of events like Mosh, which was an indoor heavy metal rock event in Waterlooville, Rock Garden, which was a mini festival held in Fareham. We're also continuing to work with partners such as those at the Gosport Youth Festival, those at Portsmouth City Council, to offer opportunities in outdoor events for our young people to go and perform and show what they're made of. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is being able to give young people and music leaders advice and support about anything to do with music making, whether it's a practical thing, whether it's finding out local opportunities and local places to go to pursue their music making, or whether it's career, training, education advice. We have a whole wealth of knowledge available to us, and we like to share that with young people. Online, young people can go to our website at www.musicfusion.org.uk, and there's details about not only all of our projects, an interactive calendar, but there's also a large advice and support section, giving them links and signposting them to other places. Also, we've got our new Early Years website at www.musicfusionearlyyears.org.uk. And this is a new website specifically for the early years sector, focusing on music making with that 0 to 5 age range. Music Fusion has been hugely successful. You just have to look at the number of young people and the enthusiasm young people have at the projects to get an understanding for what it means to them.
The response from young people has been fantastic. The groups and the project sessions out in the zone have grown and grown to the point that we're at full capacity with a lot of the sessions and the training courses we have long waiting lists for.
We're never short of hugely talented young people coming along, whether they be beatboxers, rappers, DJs, guitarists. We're constantly trying to provide those progression routes for young people to take their music to that next level. Our funding from Youth Music and our consortium members has been pledged for the future. However, what's really important is that we continue the partnership working that we've spent a lot of time developing in the local communities.
Right now we're building partnerships for the future. I hope that the work that we're doing now is going to lead to an understanding and a culture of music making in this geographical area.
And in making sure that we have good partnership relations, we can also make sure that the sustainability of all of our projects is ensured for the future, and that sustainability starts at a community level.
We have started partnerships with community services and other agencies that are really making an impact. We've had a significant contribution from Hampshire Constabulary with one of the lounge projects. For the police, I think it's quite a new move for them to come together with an artistic, creative project like Music Fusion, but they're really seeing the benefits of coming together in the same place and spending time with young people in a creative environment. They are really starting to build relationships where they might not otherwise have been able to do that. Thousands of young people and children have had the opportunity already to access our work. We really hope that in the future this legacy will continue, and we're relying on the support and continued funding of our partners to do this.
I just come along and see my friends really, and I tried a bit of the mixing, tried a bit of the beatboxing, stuff like that, and you sort of really start to get into it.
It gives me something to do, and I love music, so it gives me equipment and stuff to use and people to train.
No, I like it. Just you come along when you feel like it, and just express yourself with music.
It's all hands-on to the thing. It's not sort of like touching on DJing. You know, this is how to scratch and this is how to beatbox a little bit. They sort of like go straight into it. They fly straight into it and like give you all the details and basics and everything like that. So you can get stuck into the thing, which is really good.
So I'm more confident, definitely, because it gives me like a venue in front of my friends. I just used to write lyrics before.
I'm not really nervous to sing without music or accompaniment now, because I can learn to sing without it, really.
Just come, anyone can come along, just do what they want if they're interested in like hip-hop music, dance, hardstyle, any beatboxing, MCing, come along and do it. It's an excellent place to come along, just instead of hanging about.
It's made me more confident in front of crowds and everything like that. Giving me a few more skills as well with some beatboxing and showing me what I can do, you know, and it's giving me ideas for the future and stuff like that, which is pretty good.
Music Fusion rocks, and carry on, doing a good job.